Marion Hutchison, born April 14th, 1924, 95 years old, and this is June 21st, 2019. We had some great vacations. The Lafayette Historical Society got a group together to tour the British Isles, where everybody's coal mining ancestors came, and we set up the trip so that the 14 of us would travel where their family had come from. And Betty Summers' family had come from Newport, England, and the coal miners were mining coal under the sea, and there was the cave-in and flooded, and they couldn't get out. So they had carved in one of the timbers the Bible verse, "These are the days that God has made," and all their signatures there. Well, the miners never got out, but their timber got out, and they have a chapel there dedicated to the timber. And her relatives that weren't under the sea then came to the States, to Illinois, to mine coal. And then well, that was at Newport, and then we went up into out of England, up into Ireland and Scotland, and where everybody's people had been.
Okay.
And it was a good group. We stopped at Stonehenge, and one of the ladies needed the restroom, but the ladies' restroom was busy, and the guy there says, "Well, go ahead and go in here." He says, "There's no gents around." So he had her go to the men's bathroom.
Poor thing.
There are no gents around. So we had a good time. So we had so much fun there, but there was so much we didn't get to see. The coach driver, was good about taking us where we wanted to go, but so we went back. It was just going to be the two of us, but his two cousins wanted to go, so Ruth and Isabel wanted to go with us, so we rented a car and drove in England and Scotland and Wales. And in Wales, they have a coal mine that's a tourist attraction, and we got to go down in the coal mine. And Jack Davies, an old coal miner that was with us, he really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But we went down on the cage and then back, and they had their mule borns the same as they did here.
Okay.
And not the life you want. And then the shipbuilding on the Scottish shore, where they built the ships for World War II.
Yeah.
We got to see that.
I've heard. Do you have any recollection whether the food over there in England was any good or?
we went to bed and breakfast, and the breakfasts were good. But other than that, not so hot. So we were going to Stirling Castle, and we walked from the bed and breakfast downtown Stirling, and we wanted to get something to eat. And a policeman said that the pub there you can get a wee bite, a wee bit, he said. And so we went in, and the pub food was good.
Mm-hmm.
But when we came out, my husband stepped off the curb, didn't see it there, and stumbled. And the policeman said, "You had more than a wee minute." But
Well, did he?
and we didn't.
Okay.
But the food in the pub was good.
Sure.
And then we went to Stirling Castle,
Mm-hmm.
where they have all the history of all the battles. And then we went to the Wallace. Wallace was Strongheart, and they have a monument for him. And we went to that monument.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Battle of Bannockburn, where the Scots overcame the English. We were there on the battlefield. So,
That sounds like a fun adventure.
yeah. And Bonnie Prince Charles, who should have been king, but he was deployed to France, and the Flora MacDonald dressed him up as her maid and got him out of Scotland into France. So he sounded like a brave warrior to me, dressed up. But for her efforts of saving him, they gave her a plantation in North Carolina. So the MacDonalds came to North Carolina for saving Bonnie Prince Charles.
Wow. Wow. What year would that have been? And do you, if just roughly?
1620, I guess it was after the Mayflower.
Okay. Okay.
1630 probably. We went to France for 3 weeks. My daughter-in-law's parents have a condo in Nice, and so we spent 3 weeks.
So how was the food in Nice?
Access to their van, so we got to look at the Alps and at the Mediterranean Sea, and did our Christmas shopping there.
It's my understanding the food in France is a little bit better than the food in England. What do you think about that?
It's good.
Yeah.
And, so we went Christmas shopping there, and the long line for the checkout counter, and the woman ahead of us stepped out of line so we could check out. And I thought that was a gracious thing to do.
Yeah.
But and they understood English and American dollars, so so that part was okay. And then we went from Nice to the gambling.
Monte Carlo.
Yeah, but we didn't go in to gamble. But we kept going around the block and then went on into Vienna and stayed at a hotel there and took the ferry into Venice and did the water taxi thing and that. And then the gondoliers
Sure.
paddled for us.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.